Hi friends, very good morning all of you. How are you? So I hope all of you are doing good. So today I'm here with a very important topic, and probably if you follow this, next 10 minutes, 20 minutes what we are going to discuss, you call it motivation, you call it realization, you call it whatever you want, but this might change the whole mindset. This might change your preparation. This might change the result in the exam. So, December 5th or 6th, CA exams are starting, whether you are old syllabus student or new syllabus student or intermediate student or final student. Okay, that means 30 more days to go. So, you have just 30 days. You have just 30 days. So, today I am going to discuss what are the things that are to be done, do's, and what are the things that are not to be done. So we are going to discuss about do's and don'ts during the next 30 days for your preparation. Very important content I am going to tell you. Please listen to me carefully. Please listen to me carefully. This is you. Okay. Now, many students, 99.9999% of the students, almost 100% of the students, they regret of what they have not done. I should have prepared my preparation 1 month back. Now just 30 days to go. How can I cover 4 subjects? How can I cover 8 subjects? I should have started at least 1 month before, at least 2 months before. I prepared a study plan, but I couldn't stick to the study plan. So many people regret of what you have not done. What you have not done. Now let me tell you, this creates stress, anxiety, no self-respect, dissatisfaction, disrespect towards you. So it makes you feel low and cheap of yourself. No self-respect, no self-esteem now. It makes you feel very low about you, very cheap about you. Chee yaar, shit yaar. I could have done that yaar. I could have done this yaar. That is a mistake I have done yaar. That is a mistake. I should not have done that mistake. Anything it is. Now remember, what you have not done, what you have not become is an illusion. It is false. It is not true. It is false. For example, today, one of my friends is working with NASA. One of my friends is working with NASA. I'm doing pretty well in my life, okay? What if I feel like shit yaar, after passing 10th standard, why I have come into this commerce stream yaar? I could have taken science or math yaar. I was damn good at math. I could have gone in that yaar. I could have entered that NASA, that opportunity I could have got yaar. Shit yaar. Boss, that is not what I am, and that I can never be. If today I am thinking of my decision in my 10th standard, how bad it is. If you are thinking of last month, you have not prepared properly, you are doing the same mistake. I am very happy for what I am today. You know from where it comes? It comes from acceptance. Acceptance of reality. Acceptance of reality. A person in the family died. Acceptance of reality. Physical, mental issues, accept the reality. Financial problems, accept the reality. Relationship issues, accept the reality. This is what the bloody reality is. Let the reality slap you. This is what the reality is. Last month you did not study well. What can you do today? If you keep on thinking about that and if you regret, it will make you feel ashamed of yourself. You feel ashamed. Cheer. that creates lot of negativity in life. That creates lot of one. First and foremost important thing what I want to tell you is, till today whatever you have prepared, whether it is good or bad, put it in the commode, flush it off. Till today, whatever your level of preparation is, whatever your quality of preparation is, whatever the depth and extent of your preparation is till today, whether you are happy with that, whether you are sad with that, whether you wanted to be better, in the last 1 month you couldn't do that. So whatever your preparation last month is, close your eyes, put that past tense in commode, flush it off. I could have done better. There cannot be a bigger depression sentence than this. I could have done better. There cannot be a bigger depression sentence, I'm telling you. That pushes into a situation where you cannot, you cannot accept yourself. You cannot forgive yourself. You feel guilt, that guilty feeling, that stress, that dissatisfaction. All this is negative, boss. Negative. Past is dead. Why are you crying on it? So please don't do this. This is step one. If you come out of this, I'm telling you, your probability of being, doing better in life will multiply with 10 times. 10 times better you can do. So this is the first major mistake people do. I could have started my preparation long back. No. Full stop. Don't think about the past. Second thing is they think of the future. So this is thinking about past and thinking about the future. Future means exams, results, okay, and the consequences of the post results. In family, what your dad will tell if you fail, what your mom will tell if you fail, what society will tell if you fail, what your lecturer will tell, what your friends will tell. Will you be able to accept if you fail in the exam? How are you going to write the exams? And already 4 attempts, 5 attempts, you might have written also, some of you, and the result is not successful. Now you carry that shit, that past tense in your mind, and you'll feel so bad about the past, and plus you are scared of your future. If the past tense is already dead, and if your desired image in the past, what you are today, is the reality, going back 3 months, 4 months, 6 months today, if you are thinking of I should have been this much by today, how bad and how nonsense it is. Thinking about the future and getting scared is also same stupidity. If you are thinking about the future, exams, results, and the consequences after the results, if at all you fail, fear of failure. Again, this will lead to you to stress, anxiety. Again, you feel sick, you feel low. When you are thinking of this bloody past and future, you can't eat properly. Whatever you are eating will not be digested. You cannot sleep properly. You cannot live properly. You cannot breathe properly. The digestion system and this inhaling, exhaling, the brain, the heart, no organ of the body will work properly if you are suffering with this too. You can't even eat properly, dude. You cannot even sleep properly. You cannot digest whatever you are eating. You cannot live. You live a dead life. You live, as if you are a dead person inside out. Chia. So don't think about past, no regrets. Don't think about the future. Whatever it happens, whether you become All India first ranker or whether you fail in the exam, nothing will stop. The world will not stop and your life will not stop. The world will not stop, the life will not stop. A member in the family dies, after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, the things will be same back again. But for the fact that the person is not there, that's all. So don't think that this CA qualification or the marks or the examination or the results is the end of the life. No, if it is end of life, you will get All India first rank. Will you die? All India first rank I got, or CA qualification you got. You passed CA intermediate, you passed CA final. This is what I have been struggling for. My purpose of life is fulfilled. Bye. Will you kill yourself? Nothing, dude. Come on. This is just bloody small part of life, okay? Let the education system or the parenting or anything in your environment, let not them put a magnifying glass on the education or academic qualifications. No. The more you zoom in it or emboss it, the more you see it from the close, it becomes like a big devil. Nothing will happen. If you pass, nothing will happen to the world. If you fail, nothing will happen to the world. Yes, if you pass, you'll be happy. You'll be promoted to the next stage of your career. Yes, agreed. But that doesn't mean if you fail, you'll have to die. That doesn't mean if you fail, you are 1 inch inferior than what you are if you pass. Nothing will happen. Sachin Tendulkar, even if he is out for 0 also, still he is Sachin Tendulkar. India lost a match against Pakistan few days back, and there is so much of anger on Shami, so much of anger on Virat Kohli, so much of anger on Team India. But just imagine, remove this one instance. Remove this one instance. What is their level? What is their success? What is their rating? What about the players and all? Simple. Those shameless, workless, jobless, brainless, heartless idiot who posted in the social media, who has given the news that Virat Kohli is the 3rd largest, player in terms of Instagram followers, just next to, Ronaldo and Messi. Virat Kohli is the highest paid brand ambassador. Virat Kohli is in, top 10 list. I'm not a fan of Virat Kohli, okay? I'm not a fan of Virat Kohli. Okay, my phase 1 of cricket died with Sachin Tendulkar, phase 2 with Dhoni. I'm not a fan of Virat Kohli, but still I'm telling you what they achieved and what people are doing to them because of one failure. The same thing might have already happened with you when you failed in the last attempt. That doesn't make any difference to Kohli's career. That doesn't make any difference to Rohit Sharma's career. That doesn't make any difference to Shami's career. They bounce back like hell. What happened with previous IPL and current IPL with CSK and MS Dhoni? First team to go out of the league, and next bloody year he told that we will bounce back strong and we are known for that. After that, the calendar turns like this and there is a cup in the hands of Dhoni. That is successful people. They never regret of the past, or shit, why we couldn't reach the league, why we couldn't reach the quarterfinals and semifinals. Are gone. Past is dead. Put it in commode and flush it off. Don't think of the future. Just focus on the present, my dear friend. Just focus on the present. I'll tell you one very important thing. You are in dark, bloody dark jungle. You are in dark. One small ray of hope is a small torchlight in your hand, or lantern in your hand, or mobile phone flashlight in your hand. You need to walk 10 kilometers. To come out of the jungle, you need to walk 10 kilometers. That is your destination. Only hope is this light. So you have switched on this light. You can see 3 feet out of 10 kilometers. So with this light, you can see 3 feet. 3 feet. Feet 1, 2, 3. Beyond that 4th feet, you cannot see. This light's range is that much. This light's range is that much only. You cannot see 10 kilometers. So you can see only 3 feet. What to do? What to do? The moment you put 1 feet forward, you step ahead, you step up, another feet will automatically come in this light. One more step, one more step, one more step, one more step. So focus on this 3 feet, that's all. When you are driving a car, when you are riding a bike in the night, when the street lights are not there, when you are walking in a jungle, when you are completely in dark. This should be the methodology. While you are riding the bike, if you are not focusing on this 3 feet which is visible, if you are looking ahead, trust me, you'll, bang your vehicle somewhere, and there is a high probability that the person will meet with an accident. Just focus on this 3. So this 3 feet is there, no? That is your today. That is your today. So small steps will lead you towards your destination. So don't focus on this 10 kilometers. Don't focus on CA exams. Don't focus on CA intermediate. Don't focus on CA final. Just focus on today. Today it is morning 9:45. What I can do now? Bloody today. Focus on today. Focus on the present. Focus on the process. Focus on the process. So sit down. Take past out of your brain. Past is a shit. The bloody stinking lump of shit. Take that out. Put it in the cupboard. If you are thinking of the future, take that out of your brain. Throw it in the dustbin. Be formless. Be fearless. Be empty. If you are having a full, cup full of dirty water, even if I have the mineral water from the river Ganges also, I cannot put it in your cup because already you have water which is dirty. You need to throw that dirty water first, clean your cup, then only I can give you, this mineral water. Simple. That dirt in the cup is your past tense and future tense. Take it out. Throw it in the commode. Wash your hands. Come with, peaceful mind. With empty mind. Okay, and then a long deep breath. Whatever the religion you follow, whatever the God you believe in, I believe there is only one God. Whatever the religion you follow, God is only one. Okay, so whatever the form of God you believe in, just chant something so that you will get the divine power. You will get the divine. Even in my recording studio also, I do have my mala with the beads. If I'm feeling stressed or if I'm feeling headache, I do Gayatri mantra. You do whatever mantra you want. Whether you are, a believer of Islam, or whether you are a believer of Christianity or Zoroastrian or something else, whatever it is. Okay, and if you are an atheist, at least focus on your breathe in, breathe out here. Then you will be able to focus on the present. Now come to the present. I will tell you what to do. Till now, what did I tell? What you should not do. What you should not do. Don't regret about the past. Don't think of the future. This is what you should not. Don't. Now, Pawan sir, what am I supposed to do in the next 30 days? Simple. First thing is, prepare a study plan. Prepare a study plan. Up to this, there will be no problem. Up to this, there will be no problem. Everybody does that. But when it comes to executing this, there will be so many reasons. Now you might tell, Pawan sir, corona, financial problems, relationship problems, health issues, I was tested positive and now I am okay. Last year my grandmother passed away, my grandfather passed away, so and so happened in my family, so and so happened in my family, so and so happened in my life. Boss, don't tell all these things to me. Go in front of the mirror. Tell it to yourself, your own image, your own face, your own soul, your own consciousness will come out of the mirror and spit on your face. Two. Because at the end of the day, you know that you cannot live with these reasons. Reasons will not give the results. Reasons will not give the results. Efforts will give the results. Reasons will not give the results. And many people today, they are suffering with this laziness and influence of social media. Laziness, influence of social media. Laziness, influence of social media. At the end of the day, I'm telling you one thing, okay, whether Messi scores 3 goals back to back in a game or no, whether India wins World Cup or no, whether Rohit Sharma scores a century or whether Shami takes 5 wickets or 6 wickets in the match, will not make any difference to you if you know. Will not make any difference to you. People speak about Abhishek Bachchan to Janhvi Kapoor, nepotism to Sushant Singh Rajput, Karan Johar to Shah Rukh Khan's son. Boss, you are bringing the shit of 2500 kilometers far and you are putting it on your head. Why are you worried about Shah Rukh Khan's son? Tell me. Some people will take positive stand about him, some people will take the opposite stand, and then you feel sad, or you feel like you need to support them. Nothing makes a difference, I'm telling you. Your life, your preparation, your efforts, your earnings, your family, this is what the reality is. The reality is not Abhishek Bachchan to Kangana Ranaut. The reality is not Salman Khan to Shah Rukh Khan. The reality is not Narendra Modi to Rahul Gandhi. No. 90% of the people who post in social media about petrol prices are those who do not have a car. If I have 4 cars, how much I should worry? Nothing. Doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make any. Pawan sir, you are not considering the social issues, current affairs, what is happening in the world. Do you know? Boss, what is happening in the Afghanistan? What is happening in Kazakhstan? What is happening 2500 kilometers away from you? Is that what you are really worried, or what today your life is? What about your mom and dad? You should be more worried about this. You should not be worried about India's performance, okay? India will bounce back. Indian cricket team will bounce back. What about you? What about you? Messi, if he creates or messes up with one game, he will come back in the next game like a bang. You cannot even imagine how they come. So praising them, criticizing them is fine. What about you? Will you continue to live with this lump of stinking shit on your head? This is one. So this news, current affairs, social media, remove that, okay? Just remove it. Just remove it. And laziness is there, no? Laziness. You cannot even get up at, in the morning at so-and-so time you wanted to get up. Remember one thing, okay? There is no solution for this laziness. There is no solution for this. The only thing is you should have a bigger determination than your laziness. That's all. If your laziness is this, your determination should be this. Then you will win. Otherwise, you will lose. And this laziness is a curse, disrespect, insult to those who believe in you. Pawan sir, I don't like myself. Pawan sir, I don't love myself. Pawan sir, I am shit. I feel so bad about myself. This is one level. Another level is those who genuinely believe in you. Your mom, your dad, your sibling, your close best friends, genuine friends. They believe in you. They are investing their time in you, not the money. They are investing their time in you. If you are still lazy, it is the curse you are giving to your mom and dad. One day you are not getting up on time and you are not able to do what you want. That is disrespect to the people around you. That is an insult to those who believe in you. Still you want to be lazy? Then you die lazy. You will die like a lazy buffalo on the street. There is no solution for this. Your determination should be bigger than your laziness. Discipline comes only from the determination. Discipline comes only with the determination. Sometimes I don't, I am unable to, sometimes at times I couldn't sleep properly in the night. I couldn't sleep properly. I don't know why. That could be because in the afternoon I might have slept. That also can be one reason. Or reason 2 could be some disturbance. Or maybe I watched one movie I enjoyed. 3 hours of movie I watched. I enjoyed that. So I could sleep only at 2 o'clock in the night, or I could sleep only at 3 o'clock in the night, or sometimes with friends and all, we'll have a video call. Sometimes I read books. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll get up and I'll start my recordings. In the middle of the night. Whatever the reason is, whenever I go to the bed, can you believe 6 o'clock in the morning, I wake up. If there is no class, if there is morning class, 6:15 class will be there for final, I'll wake up by 5 o'clock. I don't need an alarm for that. Alarm is bloody device which, rings and then you stop it and then you sleep again. Boss, if you are this, nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. How great person you are. You take any successful person in the world, any successful person, they are not lazy. From Jack Ma to Elon Musk, from Ratan Tata to Kumar Mangalam Birla, from Ambanis to Adanis, from Sachin Tendulkar to Dhoni, or today the upcoming cricketers you take, how hardworking they are, how determined they are, how disciplined they are. How disciplined. Have you seen Narendra Modi? Have you seen our Mahendra Singh Dhoni just before IPL? And in IPL, how he came? I'm like, what? 2 months back in his garden, he is playing with his daughter, shaped out stomach with white dadi, looking very old. I felt like shit, yaar. After 10 days, when with this new, look and all, with this hair, with this, what kind of body it is, what kind of transformation it is here, come on. And damn, 20-21 years cricketers, youngsters, cannot run like Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Even today, 40 years, he is able to run. He is elder than me. How they perform? Determination. They are not lazy. They are hungry. And because of this bloody laziness, I tell you, the students will say, sir, I have actually cervical problems, slip disc, sir, actually here in my L5, what happened, sir, I have sinusitis, sir, I have PCOD, sir. I respect all these things. I know all these things, okay? I know all these things. I have suffered bigger things in my life, physically. I have suffered bigger things. Because of this tablet, I feel giddy, sir. Because of the treatment, I am unable to get up, sir. Because of my leg pain, I am unable to boss. All these are reasons. If you are not repenting of this, or if you are not realizing that you are telling bloody reasons, I am telling you, on the deathbed, next 2 seconds you die. Yamadharma Raja came with his 2-3 guards to take you. 2 seconds to die. 2 seconds. That time your soul or your consciousness will spit on your face, and then you die with full life of repentance. Today you change or you die with this kind of mindset. So don't be lazy. If you want to get up at 5 o'clock, you should get up at 5 o'clock. Your laziness cannot, be bigger than you. Your laziness cannot be bigger than you. You should know with determination and discipline how to crush that down. I have done that. Do you think we are not human beings? Do you think we don't have that physical fatigue or mental fatigue? And don't you think even I feel exhausted? Don't you think even this cricketers, industrialists, businessmen, your mom, dad, don't you think they feel exhausted and they want a break desperately, but they cannot take? They cannot take. They work like that. They work. So first thing what you need to do is, if you know that you are lazy, slap yourself till the level your jaw breaks and your skin cuts and bleeds. Slap yourself. Like Farhan Akhtar, like Milka Singh in Bhag Milka Bhag, how he has done realization after a failure. With a very big goal, vision, ambition, aim, objective, so many aspirations, so many dreams. From small place you went to Australia, and there you saw, one, I do not say as a disturbance, but some girl you are fallen with for this short time pleasure, love. Because of that, 2-3 beautiful songs were there, 2-3 beautiful nights were there, but finally what is gone? Practice is gone, medal is gone, all the dreams, all the aspirations. For what you started your journey, for what you started in India, for what you ended up in Commonwealth game, for what you wanted, for what you started, and where you ended. He goes to the bathroom, stands in front of the mirror, washes his face, slap, 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 slap. Realize, actualize, open your eyes. You can't be lazy. Laziness is disrespect to your career. Laziness is insult to your people. You cannot be lazy. If you are lazy, full stop. Don't think about chartered accountancy, cost accountancy, or big ambitions in life. I want to do business, I want to do this, I want to climb the career ladder like this. If you are lazy, don't dream of anything. Happily enjoy the laziness and die. Enjoy the laziness and die. That is the only thing you can do. Otherwise, you can give reasons, you can complain, you can make people suffer around you, you can create negative vibe. Nothing more will happen with laziness. This 30 days, prepare a study plan, don't be lazy, and divide your day. Divide your day into 4 study slots. 4 study slots. This is slot 1 must be equal to or more than 3 hours. Slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. More than or equal to 3 hours. Slot 3, more than or equal to 3 hours. Slot 4, more than or equal to 3 hours. So in a day, because it is last month, minimum 12 hours you should study. Minimum 12 hours you should study. Minimum. So in this slot 1, subject 1, subject 2, again subject 1, again subject 2. Take breaks. Take breaks in between. Don't study continuously. Even 3 hours also you can take break. 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour. So one slot itself you can break it into 2 stretches. 1.5 hour. After that 10 minutes, 15 minutes break. Again 1.5 hour. Reduce social media. Reduce consumption of internet. Reduce technology. Reduce smartphone. Okay. So like this you prepare a study plan. So in 30 days into 12 hours, if you take, it is how much? 360 hours. I strongly believe this is more than enough for passing the exam. Even today I strongly believe, if you ask a question, Pawan sir, genuinely I am telling you, I have not prepared well till today, but I follow you. What you said is right. Past tense is a shit. I have flushed it in the commode. I am not regretting about past. I am not saying I could have done better. I should have started my preparation. I am not saying anything. Pawan sir, today I am starting from the scratch, from step 1. Today, if I am completely disciplined, determined, dedicated for the next 30 days, will I pass my CA inter exams, my CA final exams? The answer is bloody yes, yes, yes. I strongly believe. If you do not believe in yourself, no one believes, I trust in one thing, okay? If I cannot love myself, I cannot love anyone else. If I cannot believe in myself, no one believes me. First, I should believe in myself. First, here I should decide that I am going to pass CA inter exam this time. I am going to be a ranker this time. Once it happens here, then it happens in the reality. If it is not happening in your mind first, it will not happen in the reality. It will not happen in the reality. Those people who say, I have not expected rank, but I got a rank, they are bloody liars, okay? They are bloody liars. I was investing my bones, my blood, my flesh, my each and every part, each and every organ of my body. I was betting it. I was rubbing my ass off to get All India rank. So I have never seen a person who, I just got All India rank, No, they are lying. They are lying. Their last 3 months, 4 months was completely different. Different. Like how this monks and sages used to do tapasya for God or for these things, no. Like that they study. Like that they study. But summa for the sake of interview, they might say, I was just focusing on my studies. I never expected rank and all. Nothing. Life of a ranker starts with a determination of the gold medal or rank in the mind. That is the starting point. That is the starting point. Day one of their preparation, they know they are going to get rank. At least I know. I've seen many students of mine who got ranks. I know them personally. They were sitting in my house and studying. I've seen enough rankers in my life. I know their attitude. I know their attitude. Just like that, they'll not pass exams. Just like that, they'll not get ranks. You should be hungry. You should have hope. You should have faith. You should believe in yourself. And believe this 360 days can change your life. Now you decide whether you need to attend any crash course, or you need to attend any mentoring program, you need to attend any test series, or you need to write ICI mock. So whether what is required for in this 30 days, you have to evaluate yourself. But follow this study plan. This 360 hours is enough for you to crack the exams. If you are writing single group, that means second group, you will have 45 days from today. If you are writing first group, you have 30 days. If you are writing both the groups, this 30 days must be only for your revision. You must have already completed a lot of preparation. So what is the summary? What is the summary? 1. No regrets of the past. You have not prepared well till today. It's fine. Nothing will happen. 2. Don't think anything about the exams or results or the consequences of the results. These two things will create stress. 3. Focus on the present. Don't be lazy. Prepare a study plan. That's all. That's all. You follow this, 200%, I'm telling you, 200% you will crack the exams. You will crack the exams. So just 30 days to go to the exams. 36 days to be more precise. From today, 36 days you have. Okay. So I thought, let me, make a video on how student has to take it further. So if you are looking at today is November 2nd. November 2nd morning I'm making this video. So in November still how many how many days are there? Some 28 days are there. Then there 5 days are there. So 30 to 33 days approx if you are writing first group. And another 10 days you will have obviously if you are writing second group. What else you want, boss? This 30, 33, 34 days, whatever you have, this is enough for you to crack the exams, I'm telling you. So my dear friends, please don't be carried away because of this shit in the social media. Okay, that Bollywood drug case. Arey, hame kya lena dena hai bhai? Go to PVR, throw 300 rupees for the ticket, watch, enjoy. Shah Rukh Khan is dancing for me, Deepika Padukone is dancing for me, Kangana Ranaut is dancing for me. That's all. That is what the role of celebrities in your life is. You don't really need to think whether Deepika Padukone smokes or whether Bharati Singh takes ganja or what happened to Kapil Sharma, why Siddharth Sagar is in, this de-addiction center. What difference it makes to us whether someone else smokes or boozes or sleeps or consumes drugs and all. Focus on your life, dude. Focus on your life. Focus on your life. Take care of your mom, dad, your family, your career. This is more important than bloody Bollywood, okay? This is more important than Indian cricket team. This is more important than Manchester United, okay? This is important. So try to understand the priorities. Try to understand the priorities. You follow my steps, whatever I'm telling you, 200% you will pass CA exams this attempt. I wish you all the very best. Loving you all. So as your senior, not as a lecturer or not, in any other capacity, just as a senior, I wanted to share what I do as a student or what you should do in the last 30 days. That is the reason I came up with this video. So I hope this helps you. All the very best. Good luck.